PJ Etua. He's an associate professor, University of Ghana, School of Law. He joins us on the line for his thoughts on this particular one. Hello, good evening, sir. Welcome to Eyewitness News. Did this come to you as a surprise, or you read in between the lines to know that we're going to get here?
Good evening, and thanks for having me. Well, in a sense, it's not too surprising because as the Constitution, the way the whole process for the removal of the Chief Justice has been framed, it wasn't surprising that this is where we would come to.
What do you foresee going forward? Do you think that we could have her reinstated? She will appear before the committee will do its work. Do you foresee that she could be reinstated, or you think, this essentially ends it for her?
Oh, it's difficult to tell. So anything can happen. That's what I can say. For example, we don't know the content of the petition. We don't know her response to the petition. And even if you do, as a lawyer, there's a limit to which you can, if you like, predict the outcome of the case. So I think that the process will be followed, and then we'll come to a conclusion one way or the other.
I posed this question to Atacha earlier, but help us get some understanding. The removal is, the petition is to remove her as CJ. Assuming touchwood, it goes to the end and she's removed, does she go entirely from the Supreme Court bench, or she remains as a normal Supreme Court judge?
I think she will remain as a normal Supreme Court judge.
I see, because it is the office of the CJ the petitioners are seeking to take her out of.
That's right. That is my understanding of the process, and specifically what is at stake here is her removal as the Chief Justice, and she's first of all a member of the Supreme Court, and that is the basis for the decision in the Ajay Chum case, that the procedures that are available to every Supreme Court judge should also be made available to the Chief Justice, because she is first and foremost a member of the Supreme Court, and so that should be the basis. If she is removed from office, she should remain as the Chief Justice and
Supreme
Justice
Court
of the Supreme Court.
Judge,
yes.
Yeah.
And if she has to be removed as a Justice of the Supreme Court, it's a different process to follow.
I see. So what does this mean for justice delivery? We know she's quite active. She sits on a number of cases at the Supreme Court. Now that she's been suspended, the panels will have to be reconstituted. What will be the implication for justice delivery?
Well, I'm not sure justice delivery will be affected so much, because the Constitution makes room for somebody to stand in for the Chief Justice when such a situation arises. So the senior most person in the Supreme Court will stand in as acting Supreme Court, as acting Chief Justice until the matter is resolved.
Yes, I'm even speaking in her capacity as a Supreme Court judge, because she sits on quite a number of cases. It's not her administrative role as CJ. Her judicial duty as a Supreme Court judge. She sits on a number of cases. And yes. What happens now that she's been suspended? We don't know how long the suspension will take. What happens to the cases she's sitting on together with other judges, of course, now?
Well, for that, I think it will be left to the acting Chief Justice to determine that.
I see. Yeah. I'm grateful. Thanks so much for your time, as always, and for your education on matters of law. Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We have Professor Kojo PJ Etua, Associate Professor, University of Ghana School of Law, speaking to us on this.